Alright, so this is going to be part one of 3 parts for the extended valve lash adjuster video. I'm going to completely disassemble the car in these. Try to show close-ups where I can. Not the best still, but I am trying harder. I took a lot more time on this one. And so, if you have any questions, ask them. I'll answer them to the best of my ability or understanding. Not so good at answering all questions yet. I do try to get them as soon as I can and, go from there. But, yeah, so y'all have a wonderful day. Appreciate you watching and enjoy the upcoming video. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to show you some disassembly here of a Lincoln Town car. So two. It's a signature touring. So I need to get my cam cover off here, and as you can see, I've already cleaned up and been through this motor. I put this motor in this car. She's real. That's why she's so clean. You damn near eat off that motor, I'll tell you. So I already went through the lower end gaskets and seals and did the seals up top, but did the timing chain, but I started getting a rattle, some lash adjusters, so pulled timing cover and all back off, and I'm gonna do lash adjusters. I'm gonna show you how to do it without removing the cam here, and this will also show you how to remove, your valve cover and whatnot. So I'm gonna pull this little tab up here first. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to remove this AC pressure switch here, because that's part of this big harness. And then I have a ground wire running across here that I've added when I put the new high amp alternator on, which I'm just going to tuck that out. It's got enough play. I can tuck that forward out of the way of this cam cover, valve cover, depending on what you want to call it. I think Ford technically calls them cam covers, meant to pull fuel lines and whatnot. So we're going to take all of our coil packs out, unplug our fuel injectors here, just press on the bottom, top, give that a little squeeze, give it a little tug. There we go. There we go. Got all those. So I'm gonna have to get a 7mm to remove all my coil packs. So I'm gonna need to remove all 4, because you can see the bottom of the coil pack overlaps the cam cover over there. And I'm gonna have to rotate it kind of up and then pull it up, because I am in close proximity, you can see back here, of the AC box. So next, I'm going to lift the battery cable. It's in conduit, and it's got these little clips here that just fit on top of studs. So there's a couple studs there on the bottom. And then we're going to have to carefully wiggle our PCB out. Now, be careful, this is a plastic tube. I'm just going to rotate that up and out of the way. Sweet. And I have this to pull off, and it just squeezes from both sides, and then it wiggles off here. Squeeze my little connector. Way she wiggles. Then I'll tuck that vacuum line up behind my idle air control valve here. The rest of this shouldn't be a thing. On this rear stud here, and there's a rear stud here, there is like a little ground connection. Just see, like this. I don't know if you can see this back here, but just a little stud. Okay. Lines, they just pop off, because we are going to have to get our fuel lines loose, and I'll take a quick disconnect tool. So we've got all that. got my coil back unplugged. So now, ready to remove the coil pack. We got our 930 seconds here. Because on our dormant intake here, these are 930 seconds, or 7mm. Gonna put our screws in a safe spot, so let's set them up there on the Cali. Then we're just gonna give these a little twist. We're gonna put Excel coil packs in this baby. And of course I knew the boots would stay. And I'm gonna put new boots on these because I removed them. Even though the boots were new when I put them in. The rubber, they've been through a couple heat cycles. I've put probably about 8,000 miles on this car since putting this engine in. And once I put these new lash adjusters and all in here, we will have see, and there's the one. When I bought the car, the gentleman I got the car from, I believe it was him, had thrown some new Duralast coil packs at it. Someone had. So I reused those. And then I bought some new Excel for the rest. I ended up on a tight boat. So we got another vacuum line here. And it comes over and it plugs in L like this. And it plugs in to this little guy under here. Plugs on. He just pops off, pops down off. Got a rubber boot. And he should be tucked back over here behind the fuel rail for now. Okay? Okay. Sweet. We got our last coil pack here. After our last coil pack, this last screw bolt out, we should be able to. Wow. Where a little pocket screwdriver comes in. There we go. It's kind of helping so I don't break it. Those clips get really brittle on fuel injectors. Hey, look, cat's staying in there too. But we figured it would. We figured on new coil connectors. We're gonna have to blow this off. So we're gonna lift this up off these studs. And I'm going to show you these plastic things that hold them on. You want to be careful. And I grab the plastic thing just like with my fingers on either side to support it. Just like I'm showing here. Then we got a Christmas tree here, which is wrapped to the loom of the hot wire for the alternator. And plugged through this loom that's wrapped to there to hold those together. And they just pry apart carefully. You just want to be gingerly. There we go. Look at that. We're going to unplug our coolant temp sensor with a plug. Boom. We're pulling it all this way. Awesome. Just as plain. You have that should lift up enough once those or out to get the alternator off. That I'm gonna have to do. Have to pull those off now. And they are 8mm holding the cam cover on. So we're gonna switch over to our 8mm deep. So make sure it's a deep one. Because you gotta clear the studs. That's the ticket. Is to clear all these studs. And it looks like along the top is all studs. And the two in the front are all studs. So, but that's that. So far, all these studs. You'll want to put them back where they go. I'm not going to show the other side. And they're hot. And that's what those studs look like. And they got a little nipple on the top that holds the wire harness. So, that's what we got going on. And then this other one, stud. The first one, got this one stud, and then this one it looks like here's just a bolt. So, and then this top one looks like we got the back corner, the far back corner. So another 8. Looks like I can get down behind that. It looks like I should unplug this AC. Switch here. So we will. It should lift up. It should just. Yeah, there we go. The bottle's in my way. One screw. And the coolant bottle's gone. Whoa! I knocked you over. Stay with me. What you doing? That's not cool. We're not done yet. How rude. And then that bottle's free. Then there's just one plug over here on the side. You just can grab this. If you do want to remove your thing, see, it's just got for your bottle, you got the one screw which screws into your fender, and then one tang that fits down underneath this flap, and then you just press on the side of this plug, it comes right off. That's how you remove the coolant reservoir bottle. So you can have a better look. There's where your tang fits. There's where your plug goes, and that's your washer pump that's snapped in there. I'm removing this to gain access to stuff. So now we got to get to our plug for our level sensor. This is the level sensor on the bottom of this box, right down there. You can kind of see it, right? If I turn it up more there. And it's got a little plug on it, but I gotta have both hands, so I gotta let you stand by yourself for a minute. Okay. You just take a little pocket screwdriver. There's a tang on the side you lift. Okay. I'm going to show you that little tang here. Pocket screwdriver. Lift this tang. It goes over a little on the side of this. It'll pop right off. Okay. I'm gonna change your battery and I'll be right back. But it's okay. Really easy. 13. Awesome. Make it right. Another wobble there. Just go down below this. Look in. There we go. And the 13 zip right out. Things unplugged. Double check myself because it's been a whole day since I worked on it. Right. There's what that looks like. That stud. Now that's the one that had the ground thing on it with this 13mm head here. See, it had that ground stud on it. So maybe that's why that's a little more beefy. I don't know, but we'll put it back where it was. I'm going to take my 8 with my cobalt wobble. So quarter drive 8, adapter, cobalt wobble, just like this. We're going to slide it right down in that corner. With hey, we got it. With extensions and wobbles to get at stuff. Everything's eventually attainable. It looks like I'll use that to hold that up. I'm going to put an extension on here. This on there. There we go. Now, should spin right heck out. Off. Then we'll reach down there with my fingers. Socket. That's the leaf. So, we'll blast that off back there. Want this clean as possible. There we go. Put the brake clean. Now, again, that's a top one, so it's a stud. So here we go. And this cam cover should lift off. Let's get some of this stuff pulled around. Once it lifts off, you can unplug him by pulling the plug and by. There's just a couple bolts that hold that bracket. Oh, I just knocked off. Come on, turn this little guy. One 10mm nut is loose. Yeah, I just dropped it. Alright. Pull this last 10mm bolt. Or not, rather. Aha. 10mm nuts off. And the whole purge valve should slide right out. Now we should get the cam cover up enough. It should lift right off. Lift it up. We want to roll above the injectors. And get it up above that, slide it straight out. Awesome. Hey, so this is going to be the end of part 1 of the valve lash adjuster videos. There will be 3 parts. If I didn't do it in 3 parts, it'd be an hour plus long. It's a lot to watch at once, so stay tuned for part 2. I'll have them all up by the end of this week in part 3. So the other 2 parts will be up by the end of this week. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate all your comments, good or bad. I do read them all. Even though it doesn't seem like it, I reply to the ones that that I can answer or that I can help you with. I do try. Still working 9 to 5, so sometimes I'm not as prompt, but I get to them as soon as I can. Hey, y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.